Hey guys, happy Sunday. So how's everybody doing, celebrating all of the holidays and having the kids at home? Our kids go back tomorrow, so kind of excited about that to get back into a routine. So the only announcement that I want to make is that the mystery junk box is open and the cart is open until the 7th. So that means you have until midnight on the 7th to sign up, and that cart opens the first week of every month, and then you can sign up for the junk box and do 1 month, 3 months, 6 months. And after you sign up, you complete a junk style survey, and that basically is my picking list. So it lets me know what you like, what you're collecting, what you're interested in, so that I can fill your box full of vintage goodies that you are going to enjoy. And then, so you order this first week, and then it actually gets shipped out the first week of the following month. So I get basically about 30 days to go picking and compile your box. So I would love for you to test it out, sign up. I posted a few posts yesterday, especially with the link, but I can put the link here in the comments as well, or just message me if you need the link. But everything is on thejunkparlor.com or at thejunkparlor.com. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. So I'm probably going to be a little bit slower than normal because I don't have stickers on a lot of these things with the prices. So I'm going to have to look at my list. So first up, we have these metal iron or twisted hangers, just a coat hangers. If you have any other hangers, these look super cute, hanging on the wall with just as a collection, just exactly how they are, like a piece of art. You can also always use like clothespins or something and hang some of your kids' artwork from them, or do little kids' dresses, or some kind of vintage item from them as well. But they are a statement by themselves and would look great hanging in your mudroom, your laundry room. So on these metal hangers, I am selling them as a pair, and they are about 17 inches across. So 17 inches across and 2 for $20. So if you haven't done a Sunday sale with me before, how this works is you will just say sold hangers. If you haven't purchased from me before, then you need to message me your email address and zip code so I can send you an invoice. And you will pay for the item first. And then after you pay for the item, tomorrow morning I will get shipping calculated and send you another invoice for the shipping. And my camera still does not flip. So what this says is 4th place, 1979, Midwest Walking Horse Trainer Association and yearling. And then on the back it says Gold Star Awards. It gives the address, Florence, Kentucky, I think is what it said. I forgot already. Yeah, Florence, Kentucky. And I would say that is just the manufacturer of the ribbon. This is going to be about 17 and a half inches long on this cream colored ribbon. There is a little bit of black dirt here, and there's some like pink here. And I'm guessing the pink is from this ribbon that I found with it. It also will clip on something and has the ribbon manufacturer address. This one is a lot longer than the other one. It's High Point 1979, Heart of America Walking Horse Association and Pleasure. And this one is going to be closer to 24 and a half inches. So I think I said about 17 on the cream one and about 24 on this one. So if you are into horseback riding, or even just this color scheme, this would look neat hanging on the wall. So you're getting the pair of horse ribbons for $10. So pair of horse ribbons for $10. Okay, the next up we have a vintage colander. It's in this awesome green color that's super hot right now. It does have a nice base and handles on it. The trim is black, and there is a little bit of a dent right here. Looks like maybe somebody tried to straighten it out. It does have a stamp on it that says Japan, and then kind of that emblem. But this would look great as a centerpiece or on your kitchen counter. You could put we have a bunch of clementines or sweet potatoes out here in our kitchen, so you could throw those in there and just keep them all in one place. So an option for that, or you could always hang it on the wall too. So that would be some ideas for the colander. The colander is $28. Okay, then I scored a ton of white ironstone. Lisa wants the hangers. Thanks, Lisa. This is just a small platter, and it is just embossed, and it says Newcastle, China, Newcastle, Pennsylvania. And so it is not marked ironstone, but it has definitely the ironstone weight to it. It's 10 inches oval by 7, 10 by 7 on this Newcastle China platter, and it is $12. You can use plate hangers to hang platters on the wall, kind of like I have the ironstone lids. You can get them, I forgot what this word was again last week too, but the ascending platters, stack them, smaller on top of a smaller on top of a smaller one, and have that be an awesome display. And then I also like layering them underneath things because it just breaks up the color, kind of anchors whatever you have going on. This piece of ironstone has some awesome crazing and patina on it, and I'm thinking because it has this lowered spot on it that it was probably the base on a tureen. So I'm guessing a tureen set on top of it, and I'm guessing because that's why it has this on it. But it's kind of neat. It has some different handles on it. On the oval platter, you can see the ironstone stamped. This one is Royal Patent Ironstone, Burgess, and Goddard. And this one is on the handles, it's about 17 and a half. And then across is about 11 and a quarter. So on this platter, $45. Then I grabbed one more piece of ironstone. This one is another one that has some awesome crazing on it. Always that crackle and patina. It is $25. You can see the sticker there. And then this one is Voudry and Brothers Stone China, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. So you can see the stamp there. There is some chipping. So there's a chip here, and there's a chip on both sides here, but it has this kind of like cording on it, some little special details. So going from handle to handle, you're looking at 9 3/4, and then across is 5 1/2. So $25 on the Voudry and Bro Stone China. All right, Karen wants the horse ribbons. Thank you. All right, I'm trying to stay kind of in order so I don't get lost here. Okay, next up, I am interested to know if any of you know what these things are. So they are stamped Western stoneware. And I say they because there's a pair of them. They look like a leaf. And then it looks like a creamer, maybe a little pour spout, because this looks like you could grab onto it. Trying to get the light to focus here a little bit. It's not wanting to do that. So little creamers that you could pour is my guess. I tried to look online and I couldn't really see anything, at least with the search terms that I chose to use. And so we're just going to call them the little Western stoneware creamers. And $10 on the pair, so $10, and they are yellow. So if you have yellow in your kitchen, I could see those being super cute. or even in the bathroom, and you could put cotton swabs or something like that in it. Next up, we have this little silver, probably was a sugar. It's a very tarnished, a very worn and distressed. I have a little bit of just moss sticking in it just as a option on what you could do. Could plant some succulents in it. Like I've mentioned before, I do have my cotton swabs and the little teeth flossers in different ones like this. This is stamped Empire something, nickel silver. It is $5. So $5 for the little sugar. Very collectible. Which thing, Pat? The Western wear Kramer things? Okay, then I got a turquoise Pyrex mixing bowl. It is number 402. So 402. If I hold it away, I think you can see the lighting better. It's got a little bit of wear and tear on it. There's maybe a little scratch right there, but on the paint. But other than that, I would say it is in great condition. And for the Pyrex bowl, it is 7 1/4 diameter, and it's going to be about 3.5 to 3 3/4 tall. Is that right? Yeah, 3.5, 3 3/4 tall, and it is $36. So $36 on this Pyrex bowl. You've seen me share some pictures of some customers who have gotten these, and they're setting on some vintage scales, and they look super cute. And we're not gonna lie that the color is probably the best thing on that bowl. I'm not huge into Pyrex, but I'm huge into that color. Okay, I don't know where I put. Oh, here it is. Okay, next up we have the Stafford's red fountain pen ink bottle. So it has had some ink in it at some point. There is what appears to be maybe a Lego in it that my son must have put in because I was like, I just washed this thing. It doesn't have the cork on top. But other than that, it would look great sitting on a shelf if you are an artist, an author, put it in your office. You could put some pheasant feathers in it. I think that would look neat, or some ink pens inside of it. Some of the vintage ones is what I was thinking. That would be cute too. So you got $10 on the Stafford's ink bottle. Okay, sold to Kramer's Western, Pat. Thank you. Pyrex bowl to Robin. Ronell second on the bowl. Thank you. And just in case it's your first time watching, if 2 people comment that they want something, and it's just whoever shows up first on my phone, and just know that you always show up first on your own phone, you know, if it's close. So this is a McNess Nutmeg tin. It's nice and tall. Oh, probably 5 1/4 to 5 1/2 here on the top of the lid. And when I was doing my 25 days of Christmas projects, I talked about how I've seen them take miniatures and do it on top of a spice can before. So this would be cute to do that with, or just set it in your kitchen. It is orange. I'm not sure if you can tell that on the camera, but $8 on the nutmeg tin. Okay. Like I said, I'm all out of sorts because not everything has stickers on it like normal. All right, these are probably in a cabinet, probably like in a cabinet door, and they are pretty much, I think they are identical. And so these are just little wood panel pieces that are decorative. Looks like they've got a woman and a man on them. So these would look great hanging on the wall or setting on your shelf. I did want to sell, or I don't care if I sell them together, I can sell them separately. So they are $20 each, and give you dimensions. So all you'd have to do is add like a sawtooth hanger on the back to hang it up. It's going to be about 13 1/4 by 6 5/8 to get really technical with it. You could also always just hot glue a paper clip to the back of it if you don't want to worry about hammering in a sawtooth hammer, and hang them that way. So $20 each on the architectural salvage. Okay, the next up, when I get done with my Sunday sale, after I get everybody invoiced, I put the things that are still available in stories. So if you don't know how to get into stories, if you go to the Junk Parlor page, there's a circle. Right now it has my face. It has me sitting in front of the Little Brick Church. Click on that, and that's how you get to stories. So I will put a bigger picture on here because you're not going to be able to see this, but this is a huge crazy quilt that is available. I'll just kind of show you the best I can, and then I'll give you the dimensions of it. But I love crazy quilts. And here's the fabric that's on the back side of it. And this is super thick and has a lot of batting in it. So on this crazy quilt, it's 78 by 67, and it's $150. So crazy quilt is what you're gonna put on that one. And then I have this turquoise quilt, kind of the same thing. If you want to see more of it and it's still available, I will put it on in the stories. Again, you know that I love this color. This one is going to be much thinner. It has been worn, used, loved, so it is super soft and comfortable. And this one is 73 by 80, and it is $75. So if you're interested in either one of those, you can comment sold, or if you want more pictures, you can see that in stories. All right, Robin was first on the ink bottle. Nancy, you're second. Wayne, you're 14th. Christy got the nutmeg. Hi, Elizabeth. Yes, I love crazy quilts. Okay, then again, one of my colors, green. You've probably seen pictures of this in my house. It doesn't work, obviously, but it looks great. You can set it sideways, and you can hang it on the wall as well. And it is an Ingram wall clock, and $35 on the wall clock. It is like a, what would you call it? A teardrop, a raindrop style. It's gonna be probably about 10 3/4 inches long. Great patina on that. Then we have this candle holder. You could put candles on it. You could do little figurines that you have, any little knick-knack. You could leave it like this. It's got some great texture on it. And this guy is $25. Definitely your boho, mid-century modern kind of style. It's 9.5 inches tall, and then about 10 inches wide at the widest spot. So $25 on this candle holder. And then this is actually a reproduction. It is not, well, I mean, it's wood, but it's not like it was out in the wild. This is a wood bowl, so you can set it on your shelf and put stuff in it here. You could even just put it on your coffee table and have that be the home for the remote, because this this break, we have been looking for the remote half of the time because somebody has picked it up or it's shoved into the couch cushions. You could also set it up kind of like when I was talking about the wall clock, or the clock frame or whatever. You can put something in front of it and kind of have this accentuate whatever you have in front of it on display. So you wouldn't have to use it as a bowl. On this, it is $25 on this wood bowl, and it is very lightweight. So it would be cheap to ship. And then I just found this hairpin ginormous flower frog, which is awesome. And it is blue ribbon flower holder, and it's a number 5. And then I cannot say whatever the name is. Cahuga Falls, maybe. But it is super big. So I'll measure the base of it. Is about 3 1/4, maybe a little bit more. And then it's gonna sit off of the table about 1 3/4 inches. So on this flower frog, it is $40. $40 on the hairpin flower frog. Okay, then we're gonna skip that because that's underneath something. All right, next up, this tablecloth is 49 by 56, and it is some kind of looping. At first I thought it was like the hook thing. I don't even know what that's called, but like they are called hookers if you do hook. I know that because we have some hookers in Centerville, but I don't think that is this because that has like the holes in the back, and this does not have the holes in the back. But it is like a pine cone. It is a square, or it is a rectangular, but the center is made into a circle. So it's the pine cones, but it's a very 3-dimensional. The edging is kind of like serged. And yeah, can't completely see it on here on the camera, but on this holiday tablecloth, now I'm gonna have to find it, $30. $30 on the holiday tablecloth. Then we have a sugar sack. It's white sugar satin in really good condition. You could totally take this and use it to reupholster a chair. So I have a chair like this in my dining room where I've just taken this, and then this is what you sit on. That's what you would use as your fabric to recover it. And the sugar sack is, I need a pen, $10. Sugar sack is $10. And then we have this wooden stool, and it has probably been loved on by an animal. I'm gonna say somebody's dog, because all of the corners and edging have teeth marks on it. But I still loved it, and so I picked it up because stools are great to have height changes in your displays. And this one also has little sailboats on the end. And this piece right here is loose. So I just realized that when we were getting ready. So it's a little wobbly this way, but this just needs to be tightened down, and it would be fine. So $20 on this stool, and the top of it is about 14 3/4 by 9 1/2, and about 7 3/4 inches tall on this wooden stool. Needle punch. Good job, Sherry. That sounds right. All right, Julie wants the clock. The piece of wood was $25. Latch hook. Yes, latch hook is the hookers, but I don't think it's that because it's got the holes in the, or it doesn't have the whole like plastic stuff that you go through. So needle punch might be it. Robin wants the sugar sack. Nancy, you're second on the sugar sack. Angela, you're third on the sugar sack. Okay, this is something I've never seen before. I'm sure some of you have. Pull matches. And when I was looking up the tin, there is some apparatus device where it looked like it pulled up matches. I don't know. It's something that I need to see a video on YouTube or something because it didn't make much sense to me. But this tin, someone has turned it into a piggy bank. But I love the red, white, and blue. This would be a great thing to have out for the 4th of July and Labor Day. And it is a little dented up, but it is $20. So $20 on the pull matches. Another awesome thing that I got is this Big Jack laundry soap. It is still in the plastic, and I would say it is held up very well. But this would be great to put in your laundry room or in your bathroom. Fitzpatrick Brothers Chicago, it calls it a kitchen cleanser, automatic soap flakes. So I guess you could put it in your kitchen as well. And this Big Jack soap is $15. So $15 on the soap. I do have a little coat hook. You could put this up, in a wood locker and hang things down from it. You could hang it into like a piece of wood trim and hang two things from it. But we have $3 on this hook. Then I have this little Ertl wagon. It says Dyersville, Iowa on it. It's kind of embossed. So Dyersville, Iowa. So it is local, or not local, but the same state. The stamp on the bottom is 0942, and it's just a inked stamp. But this little wagon would be really cute for Valentine's Day. Obviously would have been good for Christmas, just for a toy for somebody to play with. If you have a business, you could put your business cards in it. Lots of different options on this little wagon. And the little wagon is $5, and it's 4.5 by 2 3/4. So $5 on the little red wagon. Okay, then we've got quite a few tins. This is a butternut coffee tin, and it is pretty faded. So it is a very, very subtle red. Almost looks, I would call it orange, even though we know it originally was red. I have not sprayed it or done clear coat or anything on it. But you could set this out by your coffee pot. You could spray coat it and put like some creamer pods in there, or your Keurig cups, or all kinds of things. So these also make great planters. So butternut coffee. And then we have this Amphora extra mild Cavendish tobacco tin. It's originally red for sure. You can see this had a thing that somebody had put like what size screws they had in here. But this would be great to repurpose too with a plant or to store stuff in it. So this tobacco tin is $15. And then we have a Prince Albert tin. And this one is unique, although it's not in great shape. But this says Father's Day on it. It's like a paper sticker or whatever. So it is barely there, but you can kind of see it. $15 on the Prince Albert tin. Then we've got a Pure Lard by Nottoway. And this is stamped Maryville, Missouri. So again, if you've got yellow going on in your decor, this would be great. There is no lid with it. I haven't sprayed it with poly or done any kind of sealing on it. And this is $15. This one, since it's maybe not as common of one, we'll give you the height is about 6 1/4, and diameter is about 6. And let me catch up with my info here. Okay, so we did the sugar sack already. Amber wants the wood piece. Shelly, you're first on the pull match. Myra's first on the hook. Lisa, you're second. Lisa, I might have more of those. Marcia, you're first on the wagon. Ellen, you're second. Patty, you're third. Robin, you're fourth. So I have some bigger wagons. I'll try and send you guys some pictures of those as well. Then we have this popcorn tin. Noble Popcorn Farms, yellow popcorn. Again, yellow must have caught my eye this time. This one does have the lid. It's the same size as your lard one. So again, you can repurpose it with a plant or use it for some storage or just use it for display. You know, the one without the lid, or you could take the lid off. You could always hang these on a hook away from the wall, like in your bathroom, and put some soap or dish towel or dishcloth in it and hook it off the wall just for something different to do. The popcorn tin is $15. Then we've got a big wooden tote. This has been sealed with polyurethane. This would be great on your coffee table. You could store some magazines in it, keep your remote. It's 19 3/4 by 10 1/4. And then we're gonna say it's probably about 8 inches to the top of the handle. And this tote is $65. And then this is really hard for me to get rid of, but I know whoever gets it will love it as much as I do. So this Bible, the one thing I don't like about Bibles is that I can never tell for sure how old something is. There is one paper in here that it's like the tracing paper. So there's some loose things in here. There's a self-quiz in here for some of you that might need that. December 17th, 1904. This looks like tracing paper to me, or tracing paper went on to this. I don't know. So this piece of paper in here is dated September 27th, 1918. That liberty shall not perish from the earth by Liberty Bonds. Says art supplement on it. I don't know. So there's some loose papers in here, but this is a Bible, and there's no copyright date or anything like that I can find. And it is just extra thick, has some amazing patina and an awesome look, and it would look wonderful in so many ways in your decor. So for the Bible size, you're looking at 11 1/4 by about 7 3/4, and then we'll go more where it's bound, about 4 1/4. So it's 4 1/4 inches thick. This bad boy is thick. It's amazing. And really, most of the pages are in there really well, except for in the beginning, and there are a lot of loose papers in there of just like things somebody has stuck in the Bible over the years. So on this 1900s Bible, it's $65. Then another little holiday thing, we've got these poinsettia napkins. And I know Christmas is over, but maybe you realized that you needed some napkins for your holiday tablescape. You could also use these all over your home, just as a touch of fabric, a touch of color in your decor. So you could also put your napkins in something like this. So we've got 9 poinsettia cloth napkins, and they're $35. So $35 on the cloth poinsettia napkins. Then we also have a little Bible, not little, but smaller than the other one. This one is about 6 1/4 by 4 1/4, and you're looking at about 1.5 inches tall. And this one did say To Guy Kitchen from Esther, Christmas 1933. But again, I didn't see a copyright date on the Bible either. This one has the gold pages, but I just love these stacked. Put them under a cloche, stick it in a bowl where you can still see it. $15 on the little Bible. Then we have this Palooza postal scale. It's got some great patina on it. I just used a dry rag on it, so I don't know if I use something wet on it if it would make it look better. This tray does not sit completely level. Can you see that? It goes that way a little bit, and I haven't really messed with it too much to see what it would look like, but you could totally take some books and stack on the postal scale. So on the postal scale, it is $20, and it stands about 8 inches tall and is about 3 3/4 inches wide. All right, then we have a set of 4 brushes, and these all are just kind of different shapes, sizes, how much paint residue they have on them, but you're buying the 4 together for $20. The longest one is 10 inches, and our shortest one is probably this one at about 7 1/4. But these guys would look great in something like this. I would probably even put some more in there. So next up we have this trophy, and the trophy cup is going to be 8 1/4 inches tall, and from handle to handle is about 6 3/4. There are no markings on this. You're just getting some awesome patina. I could not see or make out any, stamped or engraved thing. On our silver trophy, it is $35. So $35 on the trophy. Then, I love great shaped pitchers. We've got the silver one here with a great shape. This is a Sheffield 8507. Again, awesome patina. You don't have to use it as a pitcher. I would probably be more inclined to use it as a vase, or you could hang it on a hook and plant some trailing plants in it. And on the pitcher, we're looking at, the handle looks to be about the tallest at about 8 inches. And then I'm going to say total width is going to be about 8 1/4 inches. So from the widest to the widest. $25 on the silver pitcher. Then we got another receipt holder. Just found this one. It's got the green bottom, $8 on it. Found this little, something was online, they were calling them Barclay. It's a metal doctor. Too bad my lighting is too bright. He's got his little medical bag there. There is a little damage to his forehead right here. But other than that, he looks really good in comparison to the other ones that I saw online. But it's a military doctor. And says made in the U.S. in the back, and probably about 3 1/8 inches tall, and he is $18. So $18 for that guy. How are we doing on time? 7:40. Okay, next up we have this film canister for 10. It is taped shut, and I have never opened it, but you know that there's something in it. It has had on their expiration date June 1945, so I would say it is an old one, and since it has US on it in kind of crayon, I'm guessing it's a school and it's some kind of history video. So $10 on the film and canister. And I better catch up. Pure lard is sold, lard tin and popcorn, Diana. So lard sold so you can get the popcorn, Diana. Tin on the soap bar. No, I'm sorry, Amber. You love the peacock feathers, Nancy. Thank you. Small Bible, Julie. Pitcher sold. Receipt holder sold, Ellen. Marcia, you're second on that. Susan, you're third on that. Okay, this is kind of like a lime green color, and it would be a bottle stopper. So you could probably put it in about any sized bottle you want. This would just go in a little bit farther if the hole was too big. $5 on this lime green bottle stopper. Okay, we're getting close. All right, I've got 3 straight razors and none of them match their sleeve. This sleeve is, I'm not even gonna be able to tell. It says something about Booker on it. The straight razor is kind of a yellow, my darn light, yellow plastic. Let's see if that helps any. And the inside of it says Greater Kansas City right here. And then on the other side, it says something J.M. Garrett, maybe, Kansas City, Missouri. So here's one straight razor, and you're getting it with this box where you can hardly read what it says, the company that it would have said, and there's nothing on the back side. And that one is $30. So Kansas City, Missouri, $30 on that straight razor. Then this one, the container, the sleeve is awesome as well. This one, even though it doesn't match. This one is Geo and Wagner & Co., St. Joseph, Missouri. Me and my pronunciation. Rengan, R-E-N-G-A-N, price $3.50. So an awesome sleeve with this one. And then the razor is similar to the last one, maybe. They're yellow cream. This one is the IXL razor. And it says Simmons Howe Company Inc. Barbers PET period. And then on the other side, it says something that I can't read. So this is Simmons Howe Company. The razor, again, looks good. I can't tell you if it's sharp or not, or if it has a blade that's sharp, that can be sharpened. I don't know any of that stuff. Here's Barber's Pet Razor. So that one you can kind of see what it says on the box. This one is black. And it says Phillips Earl. So Phillips Earl is the brand. And then Phillips Medical Company, Omaha, Nebraska. So this one is, the black one is in Omaha, Nebraska. So you're getting the sleeve with it as well. Okay, then last thing. We've got this camera, and it is, I don't even see the brand. It comes with this case that is, doesn't have the straps to it any longer, but you could put it in the case. And then if I can find the button, it does come out farther, and then it has a little stand here so you can set this in your display. You can put it on books. It is a Jiffy Kodak 616, and just love these in your vignettes. So not counting the handle, we're looking at about 7 1/4, and then it sits out about 5 1/4, 5 1/2. And this one is $55, so $55 on the camera. So like I mentioned before, the mystery junk box is available for purchase. If you're interested in that, go to thejunkparlor.com, go under mystery junk box, I think. We're getting ready to change the website because everything will be going online, so you can shop on there. And I will put everything in stories when I get done. So if you are interested to see what's still available, just check my stories, which is that little circle with me sitting in front of the shop. All right, so I did the Susan. Ellen, the stopper sold. Oh, the stopper. I know it. Lime green stopper. Gotcha. And Ellen camera. All right, guys. Thank you very much. I'll see you next Sunday, and I so appreciate you watching me each week. Have a great day.